we capping, no trapping. I wanna feel the beat, no capping. We trapping on this beat, and I'm flowing on this beat one time. Here I go, I'm fully to flow with each and every ticket at a time. Dropping up this beat, and I'm flowing up this fucking rhyme.
Welcome back
Heated
to
up, I'm
Triggered,
eating up.
everybody.
Even though I'm heating up, my name is bigger to
What's
be.
up,
Yes, I'm
Triggered?
gonna heat it up. No, I'm not a rapping, and I'm capping on this bigger to be.
What's
Don't
going
you
on,
know I'm
Triggered?
freestyling? Yes, I'm coming here to
family.
heat, bringing all the higgity heat from heart to humanity.
going
Yeah,
on,
I'm fligging
Triggered?
flowing on the bigger to
back
bigger to
to
bigger to
another
be. What you
stream
know
with
about
me.
me? Yeah, I'm coming
my
hard,
God, I
hard.
miss my
Don't you know
family
I'm
so
coming
much.
hard
What's
on
up,
this bigger
everybody?
time?
Welcome.
What you know about this time
Yeah, I
bomb?
know
I'm
you
coming
see that
hard, hard.
title.
92 to the
Yes,
woman
the
of the power.
governess
Yeah, I come
exposes
power to the hour of
Legena
the woman. It is
Gold,
I. When I
aka
ask the that, I would
Angela
get no
Aroso.
replies. When I come on this beat, I'm fligging the flow and fly, fly, fly. I put your ass
Come
in the
on.
motherfucking
Meanwhile,
sky.
let's listen
Here
to
we
my
go.
intro,
Heart
because you know
for
we love
humanity.
that.
We
Come
do
on,
it
baby.
right.
Come
Yeah,
on.
we kind of
Come on,
slide
let's
through.
get it.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
kind of do it
Now,
right. What you know about it?
boy.
We can come
Hey, I
backwards.
hope
We can
everybody
come
enjoyed their
sideways.
weekend.
We come slideways.
their
We can
Mother's
come
Day,
slide in your shit, in your
Memorial
wide
Day.
ways. What you know
Everybody ready for
about
that
this?
summer?
We can come
Let's go
side.
now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like
Come
it's
on.
hot. Drop it like you nah. What you know
Yeah,
about
boy. Come on, baby. Yeah.
this is how we do it. What you
We're
know,
gonna
I'm
get hotter.
down now. I won't do
Yeah.
it. Throw it back.
Come on, yeah.
Throw it back. Throw it to the front. And you throw it to the side. Back. What you know about? I put you in the dress and do your back. Throw your ass in the front. Hit you on your ass crack. Come on, baby. What? Here we go. How's humanity?
Baby.
We do it like
What's up, Trigger Gang?
too,
What's
just
up?
like the rest of you too. You
Come
too,
on.
we do it too.
Come on.
Flowing on the
Yeah,
beat,
boy,
and
I'ma
we
give you
flowing
that
on the
energy
beat
today.
flow. Don't you know
I'ma give it
that?
to you
Bigger
today.
to be, we get hot and flow, hot. Heat it up, baby. Don't you know we is in the house, and I'm cracking all these beats once.
You know it.
Here you go. Don't you know I'm flicking the flow. I kick your ass on this beat
Come on,
once
Trigger
more.
Gang.
One time through the beat, I ain't
that's right.
gotta write no rhyme. Damn,
That's true.
coming off the dome, and what you brothers know this time. Come to me and battle on this fucking beat. I can come on any beat and make your ass creep. Come on, niggas, come on and see me. Come over to Trigger, and we can do it free on this beat. We can do it any way you want. I can slide in your shit. You can slide if you want, but you get kind of toasted and roasted on this bigger to beat. What you know when you coasting, Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, baby. What's up, Trigger Gang? What's going on? I missed you so much. Let me bring you just a little bit of energy. Let me bring you all my energy. Let me bring you all my love on the stream and say, what's up, Trigger Gang? What's up? I'm so glad to be your host. And you know I'm glad to be here with my family, man, and all my lovely subscribers. It's only because of you that I'm sitting on the screen right now and able to talk to you and be a part of your life as you are a part of mine. Thank you. I want to thank all my subscribers, number one, for helping me build this channel and being a part of my life for the last, year and a half. We're about to celebrate our 2-year birthday in April. So we are about to kick it off, for real. It just passed. We're going to kick it off. Okay. We're going to kick it off. We need 10K. We kicking it off. Okay. Trigger Gang, I want us to get to 10K. And I want us to get to 5K first, but let's grow, Triggered. I want to grow with you. I keep saying, let's stock and block. Come on, baby. Let's grow together. But listen, number one, I want to say, I hope that you guys have enjoyed your Mother's Day, Memorial Days. I hope you guys are ready for that summer blazing summer and that summer fun. Do something with your family. You guys get out there and really enjoy your life. I'm telling you, live every day like it's your last. And I want my subscribers, even my non-subscribers, even the people that just slide through and watch the video and keep on moving and don't hit the subscribe button, they don't hit the like button, they don't do none of that for V. I want you to, number one, if you don't do any of that for V, I want you to still enjoy your life and enjoy your summer and make some plans, man, with your family. Do something different, you guys. Do something different this summer, okay? Like hitting the like button, subscribe button. That part. Hit the like and subscribe button. And if you don't do it over here, take your ass up over to, Tree's backup channel. incoming opinions back, incoming opinion, you know what I'm saying? SDW in the house over there, AT2 in the house over there, you know what I'm saying? The Healing Channel, I'm gonna get that shit right. My girl over there be doing it, you know what I'm saying? Healing Within, yes, there we go. Healing Within be doing it. Girl's growing. That button over there, Danny Robinson's button, you can, creep over there if you want to. Everybody do a little bit of different content. You know what I'm saying? They're all different. They're weird. They're weird. Not really. They're just different. And I like it. It's all different. It's all mixed up and jumbled up and shit. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you too long, though. But I do want to talk to you about that. I wanted to have a conversation with my subscribers. We need to grow. You guys come stock and drop with Trigger. We do crime. We do crime, too. But we be getting all up in the B sector, too. You know what I'm saying? We get up in there. We get up in there. We get up in there a little bit. A little bit now. Get up in there a little bit now. If you start dragging our, favorite CCs and shit, you start, nobody drags Trigger. We're so grateful. We're so delightful. We're so delighted, so treated. We're so blessed. Shit, we blessed. We sitting up on the throne. Ain't nobody dragged us yet. Shit, cause we won't be starting no trouble. You know what I'm saying? We won't be starting no trouble. No trouble. Not like Perry Sanderson. Starting all them damn troubles. Wearing all them damn nappy head wigs and shit. When we doing all that shit over here, we just wear diapers on our head and shit. But get up over there to them channels. And really, I just wanted to encourage those channels. I always want to give some shout outs to the newer channels, because I'm a newer channel, and it's hard to get up on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get there. So, you guys, shout out to those channels. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, what is it? Olga, I like her channel. She be dope. She just be telling, she like, as our world turns. And as she be doing her channel, I'll be sitting here going like this, turning with her and shit, spinning and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing this shit with her spinning. As our world turn, I'll be sitting there spinning and shit. I'll be sitting there like, oh shit, we spinning. All right, content. Oh, and come and get her commentary too. You know what I'm saying? I like that channel. I don't really go on too many channels. And if I do watch YouTube, I stay in the bushes. And if I come out the bushes and say hi to that content creator, it's because I really like that content creator. No, I don't come out the bushes too much. Trigger stays in the bushes. Night and day. That's another one. So I'm only a member. Why people want to call me during my stream? They think I'm going to answer the phone and talk to them. No, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm going to say hello. You know what I mean? Hello? No. But anyway, Night and Day, shout out to them. One thing I want to say about Night and Day, they are building their platform so immaculately. Like, they don't care who comes to them. They're like, no, I'm not, no, it's okay. They're like, we're brothers, we're brothers. And they'll go over to that content creators, channel and be like, hey, I don't want no beef with you. How are you? Like, I'm Night and Day. I'm Curry. I'm one of the Curry brothers. How they went over to, Old Boy's channel. We won't use, his name over here, because if you use his name over here, it's just like, it's almost like you got to burn like 10 sage sticks and shit. I'm not about that life. They went over to, do you like donuts? So there you go. So if you like donuts, you know who I'm talking about. And tried to make peace and stuff, and I like that, They went over there saying, we ain't on that. We don't, what you on. If you used to play with troll dolls growing up and shit, but we ain't on that. And I really like that. I like their positivity. I like stuff like that. So, I said I was going to come on here before I started this story real quick, and I was going to have a talk with my audience and really just talk about that and piece of shit. And I really like that. I really appreciate how they do that. Night and Day really goes hard. Let me tell you, Night and Day is a channel that I look up to. And really fairly respect, because how they try and make peace. Another channel is AT2. He try and make peace. He'll let them drag him, but AT2 will come back and drag you back, and then be like, all right, you want to be brothers and make peace or no? This next channel, Sean Davy Way. Sean Davy Way. I want to say Sean Davy Way want to make peace. Sean Davy Way will Sean Davy Way will drag you 4 rounds and then be like, are you done, girl? Are you done, girl? I'll give you peace, but this is how you get it, girl. You know, with Burnt Gap. You know, and I call her Tuna Fish Tony over here. So it's Tuna Fish Tony in my comments. All right. So it's TTT. Okay, TTT. They like calling her TT, but add another T. Now, you know, he'll give you a chance to to resuscitate. But if you keep going, then Sean Davy Way is dragging you all the way down that damn race car or all the way down that damn racetrack. And he gonna keep on going. Every day he gonna have your ass in that thumbnail. So Sean Davy Way, I was gonna say he's one of the content creators that make peace, but girl, Sean Davy Way will give you a minute. He'll give you a minute to breathe, but if you don't stop, he gonna drag you down that racetrack. You know what I mean? Your ass gonna be dirty as hell by the time you get to the end. So, I don't know. It's Sean Davy Way. He'll give you a minute, but you got to start with him first. I'll give it to you that he ain't gonna start dragging you just for no damn reason. I mean, he gonna ignore you. You know what I mean? Because he's like, girl, I'm at 116 subscribers. Girl, I ain't trying to drag you if you got 6K. Woo! He's not. So, but listen, so I wanted to have a talk with my little, community real quick. But listen, I'm not going to hold you too long because this damn video is long, okay? And I was on one. But I need to put this out there. Karen, she put the whole video out there and got 847 likes. And I know it's because it's so long. But listen, you guys need to watch this video with me. And the reason why you need to watch this video with me, because finally somebody exposed Legena, Lasagna, Laweener, you know what I mean, and told her that she was a liar and that that's what it was and that she knew better and she didn't forget a goddamn thing. She know what the hell going on, and she know who goddamn twin sister she is, and she know who her mama is, and she know who her fucking 6 siblings are, and that she is a liar. Look at the 45 mark and pay attention to the hour mark, okay? Now, I will, I don't want to speed it up on you like that. You feel me? Because if I speed it up on you, I'll get the whole content. So rock with V, okay? I'll make it a little funny for you. But I really want you to hear, for real. I really don't want to cut this lady off. I really want you to hear what the governess is saying because I don't go, I'll go to the governess's channel, but, watch your spirit on God. Be careful now. Be careful now. Spiritually now, you better be careful playing with that kind of shit. Now, I'm going over to the governor's channel unless you want to, be in a jar somewhere. I'll be playing with these kind of channels. And I only went over here because she was messing with Laweener. And she gave goddamn Genesis a reading too. Okay. So that's why I went over there to start with. Okay. But she read Legena. So here's what I think. Legena went over there after she left Jaguar thinking that, after Genesis got a reading too. Genesis got a reading from this lady. And the lady told Genesis to be very careful because Legena's in her house. And she needs to be very careful because Legena is not safe. Okay. Now, Legena turned around and got a reading right afterwards thinking, oh, well, I'm away from Jaguar, so now maybe this lady will really, give me good tea, make me look good to the public. And the reading, we can make sure we make it go viral, because it's not going to be too bad. Okay. But let me tell you guys, this reading was insane. The lady called Legena out, and Legena's fish hat and fish eyes were unbelievably telling as far as what the truth was. Okay? The truth was all up in that hat and all up in her eyes. Legena was stuck in a corner, and Jaguar was not there to say, don't answer no more questions, Legena. That's it. They can get in on Philadelphia. No. She had no PR there that day. So without further ado, I don't want to hold you no more. Okay, I could have had that talk somewhere else and make you laugh, but no, I want to have that talk here about the other content creators. And shout out to all you guys, okay? And if I missed any of you guys, just know I love all you guys. I ain't got no hate toward nobody, except for I don't hate nobody. I just don't fuck with a few of y'all. But there's not too many. But anyway, listen, that reading was intense. So listen, without further ado, it's worth watching it. Listen, if you want to be put on, listen, because I'm going to find Genesis. Actually, Genesis I have coming up. I'm going to play that one too, about her telling Genesis to be careful, but not in this stream because it's too long. Okay. So without further ado, you guys listen to this. I really want you to hear it. Even if you got to like pause the shit, go take a pee and take a smoke break. I don't care. Check it out. Without further ado, I want you to listen to the governess definitely giving Legena a reading now that she's in Genesis' house. Okay? Listen to what this lady has to say. And I won't stop and do too much commentary. You know, I'm about to side talk to you like I always do, but I won't do too much. All right? Check it out. Thanks for watching. And please, you guys, hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please, you guys, like button, subscribe button. If you want to donate to the channel, please, it's going to be Hearts for Humanity with the $sign. And then Hearts with a Z, the number 4, and then Humanity spelled regular, both capital H. Check it out, though. I want you to see this. This shit was real. No joke. She wasn't playing no games with this little girl. Here we go. I'm going to start it off right here where they start. Because I don't want you to hear no music, no nothing. Let's just go straight in.
Speak to you. You remember that?
Not really.
So here we go. Hold on. You ready? Let's go. This is the beginning. Let me share my screen. Yeah, it should be shared.
Out to me Saturday, and we set this up today to take place.
She's saying Legena reached out to her Saturday. All right, we're not doing all that. Hi. She's saying hi. Pretty much. Hi. Let's go. Hi. That's what she's saying. Let's go. Come on, girl. Yeah.
Me. Greetings and gratitudes, motherfuckers. Hey,
motherfuckers.
Hey, motherfuckers.
Oh,
how are y'all doing? Greetings and gratitudes, motherfuckers. Well,
she didn't drink a 40 before the reading.
We are here tonight for a special occasion. This young lady reached out to me Saturday, and we set this up today to take place, and I'm going to bring her on. But before I do, I have some ground rules, okay? I asked that this young woman is respected, okay? And that we hold our thoughts and opinions to ourselves, and we give her the utmost respect that we give over here at A Walk with the Ancestors. Okay, so
get hot, y'all.
Without any further ado, let me go on to bring on Miss Legena Gold.
Now, mind you, she's about to be all the way real. Listen.
Hey, greetings. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I am well. So this is kind of a long time coming. I don't know if you know that or not. It's a long time coming. The first time I asked you was because Jaguar Wright called me one rising and wanted me to speak to you. You remember that?
Not really. She just had, from what I heard, it was like negative things about you. So I didn't know you didn't want to talk to me. It was just different from her end.
Okay, understood. Okay. So you reached out to me via Miss Genesis Saturday. Tell me why you reached out to me.
She had shown me the Baten video, and then I do feel spirits around too. So I felt his presence, and then what you was describing is sometimes what I feel too. So I felt like he was accurate, and it would be you talking to the spirits, and I feel like that's the goal for me. I feel like you were accurate in that end. So,
okay.
And then
you have seen some of my work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I always give a speech, and let me say gratitude for saying that about my session with Baten and Miss Genesis.
Yeah.
So I always give a kind of a speech before I begin. Okay.
Legena has no idea she's about to get the business.
And so that's what I'm going to do, because I know that you are new to me. I take what I do very seriously. And so I'm going to give you my speech, and we're going to jump into it. Okay.
Listen, Legena, look at her face, you guys. Look at her face. She has no idea she's about to get this work. You understand? Not get the business. Look at her face right there. She has no idea, you guys, that she's about to get this work from this governess spiritually. She's about to get this work. She's not about to get no general. She's about to get this work. Okay?
So first of all, my name is Latita Dean. I call myself an ancestral interpreter. I simply interpret the information given to me by the ancestors. You may call them angels, guardians, or guides. I reference them as our loved ones crossed over into the spirit, okay? So I'm just going to say my prayer, my reverence, and we're going to dive into it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. You nervous? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. How about you?
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to see what I pick up on. Okay. Now, when I do this work, Legena, I hear names. So it's either going to be the name or the initial to the name they're trying to get me to. Okay. And it doesn't mean that the person that I'm speaking of doesn't mean that they're passed away or crossed over. They can still currently be living, but we're acknowledging for some reason. Okay. I am aware that Legena is not your biological name, but I'm going to call you that because that's what you go by. Okay. All right. Yeah. First, I want to understand, where does the D name come in for you? How do you connect with that D name, please?
D. Is it a guy, like a?
Don't know if it's male or female, but I hear it, so I'm just going to acknowledge it. I know it's a D name, and I know it's connected to you.
I grew up with a guy named with a D. David. I'm not sure if that's it or.
Okay.
But he's still living. So,
okay.
Well.
Is it 5 in your family, like siblings? Is it 5 of y'all?
The people I grew up with is David. Yeah, he's a brother, adopted brother.
She know.
Say it one more time.
David, as far as my adopted brother, yeah, him.
Oh, okay. So in total, your siblings that you grew up with is 5 of y'all?
The people I grew up with was more than 5, but he was the one I grew up with the longest, because the same households the majority of the time.
Okay.
So yeah.
So yes.
If that sounds.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, understood. Mm-hmm. And then what's the braces? Who has braces? Who is the person that had the braces in the mouth?
Oh, I do know a girl. She do have, her name do start with a D, and she do have braces. Probably Desiree, maybe. Okay. But and I think
she playing games.
How do you know her?
I would say she's the first person I met in the family I grew up around. So I think she's she was my original friend at first / cousin.
Now, listen, I'm going to be quiet, but I think that Legena's doing a lot of I thinks, and I think I remember, and this and that. And the governess is just checking her on all her family members. Who's the one with the braces? How many family members do you have? How many families did you grow up with? Oh, I think 6. Oh, yeah, that's Desiree with the braces. Yeah, that's your sister. You grew up with 6 siblings, which Aaliyah didn't have 6 babies, and none of them had braces. You understand what's going on here? Check it out. She's playing dumb.
Okay, so I want to understand something. Did the abuse start like 12 or 13, or is that when the bullying started?
The abuse?
The abuse or the bullying, is that at 13 or 12?
I would say younger. I feel like as far as like getting whoopings and stuff, like younger.
I want to acknowledge, tell me why 12 or 13 is significant for you.
12 or 13.
So there's two ages that stand out to me. That's the age of 12 and the age of 15. Okay. So this is the thing. I know that there was bullying. Okay. I understand that there was bullying. I don't know if they came from inside of your house or if they came from school.
You said 12, if I was 12 or 13? I'm not sure. Because I feel like they was always name calling the cousins. So I feel like maybe, or did something, because I also don't have memories. So I'm not sure if that might have been something that's blocked out, or is it something that time I was supposed to remember, or so.
How familiar are you with my work?
I've seen a few videos that you did, because I'm not trying to say too much, because other people informed me that I did forget something. I'm not sure if it's when I was 12 or 13, or and if it was school, I did get into it with people, but I wouldn't say that was bullying, I feel like, but
what would you reference?
I did hold my own.
Was a lot of it your skin complexion?
I didn't feel like that until probably high school or after high school a little bit. But but maybe it was her, because they used to, make jokes and stuff about everybody. So their form of time was to talk shit about people, and I didn't like it from them. That's why I stayed back from them. I don't know if that was that year or was it more than that. And you said 12 or 13.
Yeah. Oh, Legena. So listen. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to hide anything. I'm always going to be very, very transparent. Okay.
Yeah.
The ages of 12 and 15 stand out to me. And it stands out because, one, there's something about your mom. And I mean your mother, your biological mother, the mother who birthed you, not this whatever has been going on. I mean the mother who birthed you that made you feel some sort of way. I need to acknowledge that. I also need to acknowledge the feelings of not being like everyone else, or not feeling accepted inside of where I was or where I grew up. Okay.
Yeah, as far as being in that grown up with them, I didn't feel accepted, or I always felt like they treated me differently. But as far as that specific time frame, them ages, I'm not sure. I do acknowledge that they was abusive. I do acknowledge that, but it was just, as far as specific like you want something, want me to tell you something specific. I'm not sure what you want me to say.
Got it. No, I don't want you to say anything. I just want you to like hear me, and you know, whatever you understand, then you just let me know.
Yeah.
So I need to skip ahead to 21 and through 21, 22, and 23 years old. Okay.
Okay.
Let me understand something, man. Is it sexual abuse? Was that too much for you to handle mentally?
I think I might have been. I'm not sure. They said it's something I forgot, so I'm not. It might have been that.
Who is they? When you keep saying they, who is they?
My psychic or my tata and my babalao. They said it's something I forgot, and so I'm not sure. It could be possible. So, are you saying it happened when I was in that 12, 13, or was it 2021 or 2022? I mean that year.
I feel like the sexual abuse happened younger, but I feel like around 21 through 23 is where the mental break started to happen. Now, let me say this, because I got to be quite honest with you, because I'm not going to play any games. I'm not going to play any games whatsoever. I do not believe that you have forgotten. Okay? I don't believe you have forgotten. Okay?
Yep, there we go. Here we go. Let's go.
I believe that your life was very tumultuous, and it was a lot to handle. And I feel like there was a lot of mistreatment to where you did not want to belong in which the family in which you were with. And so I feel like things started to happen, as well as like bullying and some sort of like abuse, and unacceptance and feeling different. And so it feels like going into like 21, 22, 23 years old, I feel like there was something about going to school or going to college. So did you enroll to college, or did you actually go to college?
I went to a community college around that time, but as far as like sexual abuse, I don't remember, because I would have just said, no, I didn't get sexually abused, but I'm not sure. I would say what evidence that I might have had it was when I had like a miscarriage, but I had sex with one.
She said the sexual abuse, you guys, she doesn't remember, but she told Jag that she was sex trafficked. So make it make sense.
Person, and that should have been the time frame, because I still had my period and stuff too, so it was unexplainable what happened.
What's the age on that?
This was in 2014, so 2014, maybe 19, 20.
See, this is what I'm saying to you, love. There's a mental break that happened here. I want to understand, your mother, is she somewhat the source of the mental infraction?
When I was younger, but you're not gonna believe me anyway. So as far as what happened to her, and then when I was very young, like with Nana.
You guys, something I want to point out here real quick is this. As Legena says, you're not going to believe me anyway. Because Legena knows that the governess is on to her. Legena knows this governess knows that she's lying. She knows that the governor knows she's not telling the truth. So she says, "You're not going to believe me anyway," and then gets into the story about her mother. And I think the reason why Legena does that is because she knows that she's not telling the truth. And the governor sees right through her. And she's about to call her out about her mother and about the situation with her mother and her father. And so she says, "You're not going to believe me anyway." And then she tells the story. Yeah, because the governor's reads. She does this for a living. So it's not that she's not going to believe you. She knows the story. So there's nothing you can tell her because she already knows the truth. And when someone's lying, that's the first thing they say. "You're not going to believe me anyway." Of course not. I mean, you didn't already told on yourself. Let's move on. This long ass video. And I do not want to keep interrupting. Go ahead.
I was saying wavering.
Because I feel like
she's my mom. So
I feel like all of these things, I'm talking about your biological mother, your real mother. I'm not talking about this whole Aaliyah fictitious thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your real mother, your biological mother. Because I feel like you were left alone a lot. I feel like that there was parental out of the house. I feel like there was some sort of like mistreatment or neglect going on right there. And it not necessarily, what is it? Yeah.
I'm agreeing. Yeah, that happened.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like the unacceptance and the bullying in and out of the family caused some things to happen, and it may also have been triggered by the miscarriage or the pregnancy or whatever that is. It may be triggered by that, but it feels like around that time of going to college and not feeling seen or accepted, and then I feel like there was a period of trying to grow and to be seen and to be accepted, which is what led you into this dysfunctional reality. Okay, so listen, I'm aware that you're aware that Aaliyah and R. Kelly are not your parents. I'm aware
that they are.
I'm aware that you're aware. I'm not going to play that game. I'm aware that you're aware that they are not.
She said, "I'm not going to play that game." Listen.
This is one of the things that.
Listen, she said, "I'm aware that you're aware that they're not your parents, and we're not going to play that game." Listen, let's back it up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing. Yeah, that happened.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like the unacceptance and the bullying in and out of the family caused some things to happen, and it may also have been triggered by the miscarriage or the pregnancy or whatever that is. It may be triggered by that, but it feels like around that time of going to college and not feeling seen or accepted, and then I feel like there was a period of trying to grow and to be seen and to be accepted, which is what led you into this dysfunctional reality. Okay, so that you're aware. I'm aware. I'm aware that you're aware. I'm not going to play that game. I'm aware that you're aware that they are not. I'm aware that they are. This is one of the things that.
Is it because they're celebrities, you don't feel it, or it just?
Because they're not your parents. And you're aware that they're not your parents.
But I remember them being there and I feel like they are.
No, you created that.
I created that Nana and them was my family. That's what happened.
You didn't accept that they were your family. Because
actually
on the inside, you wanted to belong to something different. And becoming inside of the dysfunctionality of the love that you began to carry for Aaliyah and wanting her to be your mother is where you created that.
The thing is, I had the memories of her being my mom. I don't know, like, because she's, not to be mean or anything, because I didn't grow up around the generation where it was adoration. I just already knew who she was. And then after she died,
say it again.
That's when I already knew who she was before, like before her name, like as far as her celebrity wise. And that's why I even knew her as soon as I seen her on TV. I'm like, that's her, my mom. That was her. And as far as like, I'm not a fangirl. I'm not following to these celebrity hype things. I'm not doing any of that.
But you are. This is just one of the things that you created to push yourself out there.
No, because the thing is, I value the people I did grow up, even though they did treat me wrong. I would rather that they was than I don't have to deal with the other ones. But this is my feeling. This is my memory. And like I said, I still need the proof. And I just had the DNA test saying, no, not my dad. And I would be able to, back in the day, I would swear that.
You guys, I truly believe that she is making this up. Number one, she's making it up because R. Kelly cannot and will not give a DNA test from jail. He is so locked up on these charges, 30 years, maybe 30 years here, 30 years there. Aaliyah has now passed away, and they know, and she knows that they are not going to give DNA from the Halton family. They don't have time to be dealing with all these internet yuppies, and they're not going to even indulge themselves in this type of, behavior with some random girl that has schizophrenia saying that that's their daughter's daughter. They're not going to do that. Not the Halton family. Now, R. Kelly's family, they're not even, they're worried about getting him out. They ain't got time to be suing her. They barely got time to get lawyers to get him out. So they're not worried about her. So I think that's why she's making up this lie, because if R. Kelly was out and all this stuff hadn't happened to him, they better take the DNA test and sued her and put her in a mental hospital. You know what I mean? And had her family deal with her. You know what I mean? So I think that she's making up the story because these are the two least celebrities that can do something about it. One of them's passed away, you know what I mean? And bringing her name up in the Holton family is going to cause so much pain for them to go and put this girl before charges, you know what I mean? And bring her before court, you know what I mean? And do all this stuff. And then R. Kelly, it's a shame because of his name and where his name is at. You know what I mean? In the blogs as a rapist. So I really think that Legena has really just done this to the two most inadequate people, period, point blank. Do you know what I'm saying? Period, you guys. You know what I mean? Period. And what a mess. Like, let me put my disclaimer up real quick. Oh, God. Like, for real. I know that. Yeah. Content warning. Let me put them up real quick. Because she's on one. Bruh. Yeah, my shit back to the stream. Get our content back. All right. Let's carry on. I've got them, because she tripping.
He was. But Zama, I still got to figure it out too. So I asked her for a DNA test, and then we can go live on air because it's just everybody on this now. So it is for me. I just know what I know. Remember what I remember.
Girl is
I don't
really,
know if you can see it because what you're saying about your biological mom.
Legena really in the circus, bro.
She did leave me. She left me alone. She had a career. The thing with Zama, I wasn't really around her either. So I don't know if you can read both there.
Who is that you call it? You said Zana or Zana?
Zama.
Zama. Who is that?
Yeah. My adopted mom.
Your biological mom.
My adopted mom.
Your biological mom.
I don't know if you can you read her?
You hear this? You hear this argument? Or not?
That's your biological mother, right?
No.
Are you not a twin?
No, I don't think.
Liar.
No, he's not my twin. I've always been bigger than him, taller than him.
Lies.
When you say different age
ranges,
I believe that I'm 2 years older than.
Legena, now quit lying, girl. Quit lying. Now you're lying. Too many lies in one stream now. Lie. Big fat lie.
They told me.
But you're not. I know that.
You know, I do spiritual work too, and I also knew that it was going to happen this way too. But
what's the end game? What's the end game?
No end game.
Like what?
What's the end game? You getting the
after
money
everything
back?
is said and done, then what's going to happen?
Well, yo, what's the end game?
Like in my life, I still want justice for my mom.
Trying to get it,
and I still want to help other people that's in that predicament as far as in the music industry.
But you know she's not your mom.
I know she is.
You know she isn't.
It's because she is a celebrity.
It has nothing to do with her being a celebrity. That's why I asked you if you knew who I was.
No, she don't know who you are.
I've seen some of your videos. I've seen some.
She ain't seen her enough.
Did you see
I
the
feel
one
like you, because I don't. I also know Monica. She's saying that the thing you said about 10 is accurate.
And I'm telling you, and what I'm saying about you is accurate.
So, Love Lila Halton, that's my biological name. I don't know if you could send something other. Because I also have verification for my psychic in my Tata. But and then you also saying, oh, you remember getting sexually abused. Not at those ages, not that time. I don't remember ever. So if you're saying 12, 13, no, I didn't remember
saying
everything.
Before then, but there's something about the age of 12, 13, 15, as well as 21 and 23. Those ages stand out to me for some specific reason. Not really
you know why?
As to exactly like. So around 12 years old, right? I feel like that is kind of where you started to understand that
all right, you guys.
You were more than unhappy with your living situation. Okay.
All right, you guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want everybody in my chat right now, because I want to make sure that I'm not losing my mind. Everybody in the chat right now, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to give you 30-second countdown. I want everybody in the chat right now to put a 1 in the chat if you think that Legena knows exactly what she's talking about, and that Legena is not being truthful, and that the governess is straight on point. Put a 1 in the chat if Legena, if the governess is straight on point, and put a 2 in the chat if you think Legena is on point, if Legena is telling the truth. 1 in the chat for the governess if she's straight on point, and 2 in the chat for Legena if you think Legena is telling the truth. I'm gonna give you a 30-second countdown. 1 in the chat if the governess is right on point, and a 2 in the chat if you believe that Legena does not remember any of this and Legena is telling the truth. 1 for the governess, 2 for Legena. 30-second countdown. Let's go. All right. We are back. I said a 1 for the governess if she is on point, and a 2 for Legena if you think she is telling the truth and she has no idea. She doesn't remember. All right. 1 for the governess, 2 for Legena. Let's go. Come on, guys. I need you to get active with me in this chat.
Also understood that
hit the like button, subscribe button, like, share, subscribe.
You understood being seen. you understood then that you wanted to do something to where you had attention. It feels like you were left alone a lot. I mean, rentals were not in the household the way that they should have been. I don't know if they were working or just out of the house. But I know that there are you and I want to say like 5 to 6 other people or children in the household. Okay. I feel like the home life wasn't always so good, so kept. Okay. I feel like the mother, your mother, the woman you grew up with, I feel like she was not as attentive as she should have been. And I feel like there was something about her that made you feel different and accepted.
Something about her, the one I grew up with.
Yes.
I didn't know I loved her until like 2008 after her stroke. And I'm not trying to be mean about it just because she wasn't there. But when that happened, to seeing her in the hospital bed, I did feel away. I'm like, dang. She already lost. She couldn't be around kids anyway because she was on that. She lost parental rights, or she just couldn't be around kids. So I knew that already. Because CPS, Child Protective Service, I couldn't see her, so I was accepting of that. And
tell me why she lost the parental rights.
I remember, because the thing is, the age I remember her hitting his head, not her head, with a hammer, and in the car. The thing is, my so-called twin don't remember that night or the other one, but that's why I say I'm older than them, because I remember everything that happened that night. As far as
you remember because
leaving,
you were traumatized, and that's what I'm saying to you, which is why you don't want to belong to this family, which is why you have created this dysfunction.
I would rather belong to them just because of some fact the whole what he did with the kids. I don't agree with that, but I also remember seeing him when I was too.
You are very aware that Aaliyah Halton and Robert Kelly are not your parents.
And when it's proven.
I don't need for it to be proven. Because this is what I do.
It's going to one day.
And I'll wait for it. And I'll wait for it. But you know, like I know that they're not your parents.
No.
I know they are.
I know they're not.
You know
they're not.
And I understand. But let me say this. Because everyone has treated you like a child that is just have created a false narrative. And I'm not going to give you that because you're, what, 31?
Well, I believe I'm 30 or about to turn 30. But the other age is only 27.
So the thing is this, you're not a kid. You're very aware. You're not, and you're very aware. And you've tried multiple things to get yourself seen. And this is something that just so happened to be something that got you seen.
Ma'am, if I wanted to be seen, I would have just done something that's normal to do without being ridiculed. Without being like, I would have done like a normal thing to get viral. A normal thing.
You did.
Shake my ass or something, or date a rapper or
you did a lot of things to go viral, but none of those things worked.
For my protection.
None of those things worked.
No, I didn't do any of that. You don't have.
Listen, you guys, she absolutely did. She absolutely 3 years ago, before she came to light, she did do absolutely a lot of things. I went and did research on her page. She was already putting together narratives, saying all these crazy things 2 years before she even went viral for the 1 million views. She was doing an absolute lot to go crazy and to go viral. So she did so much, it was ridiculous, period, point blank, okay? So, yes, she was going hard to go viral. She absolutely did. The governess is absolutely right, beyond a reasonable doubt. Let's go.
I don't have no internet. I don't do recordings of shaking my booty. I don't do things.
I've seen your
If I would have
recording.
done it, I would have just.
Some of the things that you've done, and none of those things work. What I'm saying to you is, that's why I asked you why you wanted to do this, because someone should have told you that I'm not going to lie to you and I'm not going to allow you to come on and make a fool of my platform. You're very aware.
I'm not saying, I feel like that you would meant, not to cut you off or anything, but I feel like that you will be able to look in my energy and see it.
I am, and I'm telling you.
Even though I am spiritual like myself, and I knew it was not going to be ended the way, but I'm not going to flaky. I'm not going to just try to back off because it don't go my way. It's not a way. I'm just trying to feel like maybe I'm just trying to see what happened to me if something happened to me. But then you saying, oh yeah, it's something you remember. I don't remember being sexually assaulted as a kid. I don't remember that. Not even in my early 20s. I don't remember that. But you're saying that was something that you do remember. And I'm like, I don't remember. I would have just said it. But I thought you'd be able to talk about that. I don't know if you
there's a lot
can't
of
say who it is or who is it
there was
from,
a lot
or
of
are you
abuse. There's a lot of
Are
abuse.
you saying it's from the D name, or is it from who was it? Like,
let me ask you a question. Why'd you choose that name?
Because that's what you said. It was a D. So I'm just saying, okay, maybe it's put something specific from that, or is it because she had something to do with something, or is it him that did something to me, or is it like it's two D's? I don't know. Because you said it was a D name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it dots, or is it?
Okay. So listen, there was a lot of things that took place inside of your household from the time of ages. I believe it's between 3 to 5 years old is when some of the sexual abuse started, right? And then I feel like it progressed up, but you're saying you don't remember anything, but I also feel like that there was things sexually about you as well. Okay.
Something sexual from me.
Yes. And it is a lot. It is a lot, because I feel like you all were left to your own devices a lot, and so your innocence was taken long time ago, but the manipulation factor, it started probably between the ages of 7 and 10 and got really hectic around 12 to 13 years old. So many lies that was told. This is not just your first time doing things like this. You've lied a very long time. You're used to lying and manipulating, and I understand. But I'm just a person, I stand by what it is that they show me so I completely understand. Like, this is just one of the many things that you've concocted and brought out in hopes to become seen. I understand that. I understand that. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're right. Maybe I missed. I'm not. And I'm starting with the sexual and the abuse because I believe that is the factor of why you're doing what you're doing.
Because you're trying to make it seem like I'm doing it because of clout, or I'm just, maybe I am broken out of reality. I'm not sure, because you're saying sexual abuse from whatever age. And I used to be able to say like, no, I didn't get touched, nor this didn't happen. But now you're telling me something different. Other people saying I forgot something terrible happened to me. I don't know. But I'm not, all this thing is because my memories and what I feel. I don't know if they just put me with other people and adults or something that got sexually assaulted or something, or I'm not sure. I'm still trying to find who I am and what happened to me in my life. Like, I really don't know 100%. But I'm not on here for clout. I'm
when
on
did you
here
discover
for
that you didn't know?
when I discovered I didn't know.
When did you discover that you didn't know?
As far as like
that you don't remember things.
Oh, from my Baba Lao, because he said something happened to you that you forgot. And I'm like, what happened? And then my Tata, who's also in the Paulo, something like Paulo, he's saying, oh, something terrible happened to you that you don't remember. So I'm like, what happened?
She's too old not to remember. That's ridiculous.
2 sisters?
Mm-hmm.
You only said 2 sisters? Or?
I'm asking, do you have 2? Are they younger than you?
Yes, but you don't believe that they're my sister. They're not, so. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to leave everything else to the side for just a moment because I want to look at something else. What's the fire? Like, did someone set a fire? What's the fire?
Oh yeah. So yeah, somebody did set a fire. The little girl I was raised with, yeah, she set a fire, or she set the brother, but I think it was her that had a lighter. But it's also somebody else that set a fire somewhere else. So I'm not sure if that's it too.
So when you say
is it a house fire, or is it like
your little sister is the one who set the fire?
Yeah. But
yeah, because she has sisters.
David also set a fire somewhere too. And then David the house I was in had the next.
So Leah had 6 kids.
It's a different, so I don't know which one.
Okay, got it.
Is it?
And so I don't want to mispronounce her name again because is it Vama? What is it? What's her name?
Zama. It's almost like Da, but
Zama.
Zama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it her mom that's crossed over this past?
No.
Who is the grandmother?
Her mom's still alive.
Who is the grandmother that's
her
crossed
grandma?
over?
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you guys something. The governess is not going for it. She's not buying it. She's like, Legena, you're lying. And I'm telling you, you're lying. The people know you're lying. You guys, we're about to get at the 45-point mark. And at the 45-point mark, we're at 39.397 or 39.7. This is an hour and 41 minute video. And I am going to skip through it, but I want you guys to hear this part. Listen.
No.
Listen.
Not her grandma.
She about to get into it. She's not playing with her.
Let me understand something. No. Either she has someone else that raised her like a mom, or you were also in a foster system with another woman that raised you.
Can you say that again?
Okay. So either Zama has 2 moms, like someone else that raised her, or there's someone else that also raised you besides Zama.
Zama wasn't never raised with another woman. It was always her one mom. I didn't know.
So were you raised by a second woman?
Yeah. Well.
Were you in the foster system?
I said I believe I was adopted, but
no. This would be no. Because there's an older woman. I don't feel like this is your mom's grandma. I feel like this is like a grandmother, unless this is your father's mom. because this is a grandmother.
Is she alive or is she dead?
She's crossed over. She's passed away.
I wasn't like, because I know you don't want to say, so you said about my parents' situation. I wasn't raised by another woman. Like, I've been with their households, different women's households, but they never passed yet. They didn't die yet. So,
right. But so I'm saying, were you fostered to another household, or did you just stay with someone else?
I would say I stayed with a lot of different other people. So, but the women that prior to Nana, after living with him, the women I lived with never died, so they still here.
Right. This is an older lady that would be like a grandmother. Where does the T name come in at? I don't know if that's like Teresa or Trisha. It's a T. And I just want to understand who that is and where that person comes in at.
I'm not sure who the T name is. The only one I know is probably Tanya or anything, but she's young. She's not a grandma, and I didn't live with her.
This is a T name. I need to understand. I know I heard you say something about somebody got hit with whatever hammer. This is something different, and I kind of want to connect this with something else. Like, unless this person was doing this a lot, like was somebody also hitting the head with like a pan or a pot or some kind of skillet, like besides the hammer thing, who is the other person that would have hit somebody or got hit in their head with something? Because this is not a hammer, this is something else.
And she young? You said she's older, like at grandma age? Or
that's separate. That is separate. No. I'm asking you this. Who is the person that would have gotten hit or hit?
With a pan?
Yeah, like with something like a pan or a pot or.
Gwendolyn, she got in a domestic violence dispute with her boyfriend at the time. That's what I can only remember, somebody getting hit with a pan or something.
And who is that?
Gwendolyn.
And Gwendolyn is who?
The adopted sister, the older one.
Oh, the adopted sister.
Yeah.
Where's
I'm not sure it's her.
Okay, but where's the T name that connects with her?
Oh, I know of people that's related to her. That's like Tanisha or Tamika, or that'd be like her son's family. But I'm not sure. But they're not really grandma. I did live in that house before for a few months. So I'm not sure if that's it or.
Okay, understood. I so get it. There's a grandmother, and I don't know again and where she comes from, but I feel like she's on your mom's side of the family. But it could be your father. I feel like it's your mom's side. So now this is the thing.
Hello?
Yeah, hello? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was lagging for a second.
I'm sure you're going to disagree with what I'm getting ready to say, but because you reached out to me, I'm going to do my job because that's just what I do. You've stolen from people. You've done fucked up shit to people. Listen, I see straight through it. I see straight through it all. And I know that
you're reading my energy.
I'm reading you, sister. You stole from people, like you stole clothes and shit, like earrings, stole shit. You stole.
I was still since a kid. Like I don't approve of that, like at all.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You have stolen from people. And I know here recently you've tried to be good and make a difference because whatever. But this is the thing. You're very, very, very manipulative. And you like, it feels like if we did interviews with people that were around you and grew up, everything that I'm saying to you would be validated.
Okay, I feel like maybe we should do interview with other people, because the thing is, I've been around people like that, and I try to do my best to not be like that. I don't believe in stealing from them. I probably was as a kid, and I learned my lesson. I haven't done that since like after 2003. I always been the person that said, "What about karma? It's a sin to be still." I always been like that, so it didn't just happen like, oh, I don't want to be like. It didn't just happen recently. I try not to do those type of things, especially after 2004. So if you're saying that's me, and I'll be trying not to do that and telling people around me not to do that, and that's why I grew up around, and I'm like, nah, and I get ridiculed or bullied for not being like them. So I don't, because I heard you said I was manipulated before. That's why I was hesitant to come, because I'm like, really? But I'm like, I don't know. But as far as you calling me a thief and I haven't been stealing as an adult, I know. Even as a teenager, I don't believe in that. And I know you said, yeah, she's gonna deny. I'm denying. I don't know what energy you're reading, or I don't know. I feel like the people are around me that they was doing that. So if you interview their ass, you read them right. And I'm the one that try not to do it. They be like, oh, you're an angel, you think you're an angel, and I tried for a long time not to do that. I believe in God watching me. And I was a heavy Christian, so I'm like, that I should not steal. So I'm like, it's taken from somebody else, and that's not mine. I don't like to do that at all.
You stole from people. You've stolen clothes. You've stolen earrings. You've stolen their money. You've not really been nice to children growing up. When you were not that nice because of the shit that you were going through, the bullying, the manipulation. Like you were over a few children. Now, I'm not gonna say that you were just a monster or no shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like you got the blunt of a lot of shit. Like shit was taken out on you. And because of that, I feel like you had a break, a mental break. And I feel like you have created a lot of different things, but you know how to be manipulative. Like you're two-sided. Because you know how to play this game. And so that's the energy that you want people to come with, but you are dangerous. I want you to be better. I want you to get better. I want you to understand that this is not what it has to be.
The thing is, I'm not saying any of this because I don't believe in my own self. I genuinely believe that they are my parents. And I'm not going to stop until I'm proven wrong. As far as being stealing and stuff.
You're saying that because you don't want people to look at you and say that you're a liar. This is a part of
I'm not here to lie on a dead woman or to claim a guy that touched on kids. I'm not trying to do that. This is what I believe. And then as far as I got from last year, like before August of 2022, I would have believed Nana was my dad. I would have thought I was gonna end. I would have just believed all the stuff that happened. I would just accept it because I'm like, oh yeah, that's what families are. I didn't seek no violation from them because I know what type of person they are in life. So I don't really care what they do. I already know what I've experienced. I already knew. I'm just like, but now August, I'm like, That's when I found out, and I'm like, okay, now I know why certain things happen. But as far as you saying, oh yeah, you growing up being a thief or manipulating and stuff like that, I don't want to manipulate nobody. I want people to see me for who I am, and I see them for who they are.
But you don't.
What?
But you don't. Because the thing is, you can't just say, okay, I lied, y'all. Because that's going to bring forth the other energy.
But I don't believe I'm lying.
But you do. You know that.
I swear in my life, I don't believe I'm lying. And I swear to God,
know that you're lying.
I'm not lying. I don't believe I'm lying. I believe I'm telling the truth. Like I said, I still got to do the DNA step. I'll take the steps necessary.
You said your name is Love. Where'd you hear that at?
Love Lila Houghton.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you hear that at?
Growing up, I always called myself Love or my rap name or things like that. And then the psychic helped me with that too. I don't know if you can read on that name or...
You're a liar. And you're a manipulator.
Look, I have lied before, but I do take ownership. I don't feel like I'm lying. This is what I believe in. I feel like people think, oh, you're trying to get clout. I feel like it's a lot of many ways to get clout. It's a many ways to get clout and many ways to get viral. I don't feel like I'm lying. You saying that I'm lying on people. I genuinely believe Ali is my mom and Robert Kelly's my dad. Because I remember seeing him.
And like, even with today, like, you know who I am. You know the work that I do. And the hype about you has gone down. And this would just be another way for your hype to escalate back up. And then again, that's why
video live
it was.
You don't have to put this out because I already had. You can put it out or you don't put it out.
We could do it on live. That was your word.
Yeah.
You said we could do it live.
Because I don't have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to hide.
Me either. And I have no reason to lie.
And I also have a different reading prior to you that's stating what I'm saying is facts. But it's not fact until I get the evidence out. So I'm going to still have to do that part.
Right.
So I'm just like, it feels like for me, like for knowing them and then hearing this, even though I am spiritual too, I already knew it wasn't going to go the way I'm thinking. But I'm like,
you were okay with that. You were okay with knowing that it wouldn't go that way because
that's my spiritual intuition told me. But I'm like, I don't have nothing to hide. If it's some parts that is true or some parts that's not, I'm still going to follow through because that's what I said to you. I don't want to cancel on you. And this is it's something God's going to still bring us together for me to learn whatever I have to learn. And if you're saying I've been sexually assaulted, that's what I want to know too. Because you saying, oh yeah, you know that and you're lying about it. And I'm like, I don't remember. I used to be thinking like nothing happened to me. Everybody else something happened to them. And then I'm like, okay, but having the evidence of maybe that miscarriage, and I'm like, okay, that's to signify something that I should have already knew, but I don't remember.
So have you ever had to see a mental health physician?
No, that's not that I know of. Back in the kids, I don't know what happened to me.
I mean, as an adult, have you had to be like, did you check yourself into a mental hospital? Have you ever been seen by a mental health doctor?
I had talked to my therapist, and then after I went viral, they put me into a mental hospital. So for like a psychiatrist, that's my first time. I'm not sure if anything happened that I don't remember, like a shock therapy or something happened that I don't know what my hidden memories, the forgotten memories. I can take accountability. So maybe if there's something I done that I don't remember it and I done it that times I don't remember, maybe that's true. I'm not sure. But for me, this consciousness, I don't remember that.
Okay.
So like
I want you to hear me when I say I'm gonna say something. I want you to hear me. So I do a lot of interviews with those who have crossed over and passed away.
Yeah.
And I did an interview with Aaliyah. There was a question where she was very specific to say she doesn't have any children.
That's what she said. Would you ever tap into her now?
Absolutely. You're not her daughter.
I don't know, because that kind of made me sad. If you really did talk to her, and that's what she said specifically. Was this recently?
And this was like 3 years ago. This is 3 years ago. So even in the right now, I have to tell you, you're not her daughter.
I believe I am, but I don't know if I'm not sure. I still need proof myself, because I'm not saying, I still need to find out. That's what I said. I still remember her. I don't know why I remember her. That's prior before I even got around Zama or Nana. And I still remember Robert and Wayburn.
Listen, I'm gonna be very honest with you. The child that Aaliyah was once pregnant with was a son. The child was sacrificed. The child did not even make it outside of her 6th month of pregnancy. She does not have any living children. You are not her daughter.
And then my psychic also, my other one confirmed. I'm not trying to compare you and him or you, because I feel like you are
nobody
spiritual aware.
Walks this walk like I do. There's nobody that walks this walk like I walk it. So I'm okay with you saying that. My work is proven.
And so is that person too. And it's 2 other people saying, confirming for me too.
You're not her daughter, and you know that.
I believe I am. Because why none of the Halton came out and said no. And I'm not trying to use this moment like to go online. I just feel like maybe I don't know. But I knew. And my intuition, I already knew. I was expecting it, but I also believe that you was here to shed light on what might have happened to me as a kid. I can't confirm that or not, because I don't remember.
And I have, and I want you to understand that there is a lack of acceptance of who you are, where you come from, and you're not her daughter. The child she was pregnant with was a son. That child is not living. I understand. And I
can't tell you what you've seen or heard. I can't speak on that.
I understand the love that you have for her. I understand that you talk to her. I understand. I get it. I understand it.
I'm going to still go out and give my proof. I did write Robert a letter. We'll see if he responds back or not. Because I still remember meeting him and him being my dad and him singing I Believe I Can Fly to Me before I even heard it on the radio. I don't think I heard it on the radio until I got older.
But one thing that lets me know that you know that you're not your parents because you're a twin. You're a twin.
I don't believe he's my twin. I believe I've been 2 years older than him. Mm-hmm. We can do a DNA test too. The thing is, I've been asking these people, but they want to act like they want to do it, but they don't want to do it.
I understand. Whatever proof you feel like you need, I hope you receive it. Mm-hmm. Because the mental instability that's happening is not healthy. You have your whole life to live. You can't live your life in a shadow of someone because you love her. I understand that you love her.
As a mother way, before last year, I liked her music. And that was it. she just reminded me of the mom that I lost. It. That's as far as it went.
I hear you. I know that you're lying. So I don't know where else we're going to go because I know that you're lying. You know that you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Your mom. You know she's not your mom.
And I know she is.
That's beautiful. She isn't.
I know she is.
She isn't, though.
I'm going to get proof.
I understand.
I'm going to get proof.
I understand. And I really hope that you do. And when you receive the information that I'm giving to you, I hope that you're able to accept it at that time so you can move forward in your life as an adult woman who needs to find herself in a greater space than what you are in right now. Because you don't have to do this to stand in the light that belongs to you.
What do you say?
I said you don't have to stand in this to be great.
I know. This is my parents, this situation. It's because I want to know who I am. You might not believe it. Some people might not believe it.
You knew who you were already.
Actually, when I thought I did, before August last year, I would have thought I was Ghanaian, and it proven I'm not in my ancestry test. All these things I would have never questioned. I would have thought I knew who I was. I went on the internet on my videos saying who I thought my biological parent was before them on my YouTube a few years ago. I was so adamant. I thought I knew who I was.
Begin to remember that you had been with Robert Kelly and Aaliyah was your mom. When did you begin to remember that?
With Robert R. Kelly, my dad, I always refer to him like my first dad before he switched. But I'm like, after all the things he did, I'm like, and then him not coming back to visit me on Wayburn, I just, I shut him out. And with his music, I'm still learning to this day what his music was, because I was adamant about not listening to him even as a kid, because I heard from my teachers what they said about him, my dad. So I just stopped. And then now, I'm learning it now. I just knew his reputation about the video, but I also remember him being in Wayburn and our visits together.
You've had such a tumultuous upbringing, from the abuse and the neglect and the things that you've done, and the ways that you've shown up to people, the manipulation.
You keep saying that. But I try not to steal or anything. I haven't done that since 2004. That's a long time. When others around me try to do it, I can try to convince them not to do it.
How old were you in 2004?
The 1995 year, that's 2000. I mean, that's 9. But if I was 11, maybe 10 or 11, and 93.
I don't know exactly what you were hoping to accomplish, but you're a liar. And you're a manipulator, and you can't manipulate me.
You can't manipulate me now.
I don't want to. You came to me.
Yeah. Because I feel like maybe you'll be able to do an accurate reading on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to give you a chance for it. And
you're
then you say, oh, yeah, because certain things that I know for a fact. And then you say, oh, yeah, you've been sexually abused, but you know about it, right? And you pretend like, no. I'm still learning, like, finding out things about me. Whatever I forgot is probably what I forgot. Like, I can't, people telling me I forgot something or something terrible happened to me. You confirmed some of it too, but you're saying I knew that, but I didn't know that. And I'm still trying to figure out who by who. And then you saying different ages. It started at 3 to 4.
3 to 5 years old, you were.
3 to 5.
Let me tell you something. you were not just molested by one person. I do feel like whoever, like, I don't know if that's your brother or your stepbrother or whatever, there was a lot of shit going on in your house. Now, you can say that you don't remember beautiful, gratitude, you don't remember it, understood, but you were also not the best child either. I'm just trying to be good and I put all of this shit out there.
No, you can put it out because I'm still not saying, and I'm still don't know what you're talking about.
I understand.
That you're trying to make it seem like, oh, I condone some of the stuff. Like, I remember when somebody tried to make me do something, I'm like, no, that's not what we're supposed to do. And I thought that was the last time. So, and then you saying like, nah. Because I know myself, like, I don't be trying to date nobody. I be trying to hold out for a lot of stuff. I'm not out there being friendly. I'm not like that. And you saying, oh, you was like that as a kid. That don't even make sense for me.
I said you're like what?
Oh, you was basically saying I was sexualized, or I was doing that too. And that don't even make sense for me because I don't do none of that now. I never remember doing that then. But if they're saying it's something I don't remember, it might be something I don't remember. My mind is open to a lot of things. But I just know from what my standpoint is this now.
When you and Jaguar Wright first called me, right? You both were saying things as if, and saying things like you were sex trafficked. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What's the story of that?
The adopted sisters gave me some like, like a roofie type, and they let a celebrity touch me. And he put that in his songs.
Who's the adopted sisters? The sisters you grew up with?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And then
and so they made you what? They made you touch them, or they made you touch other siblings?
Did they? That's what you're asking, or that's what you're saying?
That's what I'm asking you.
I remember one of them tried to around like 2002 or 3, and I told her no, like you're not supposed to do that. But I don't remember anything else. I thought that was like the last instance of weirdo shit I seen from her. But if you're saying more things happened,
then you were sex trafficked after that?
After what, 7, 8, or 9?
Yeah.
I'm not sure because as far as what I'm talking about with that guy, this was like I would say 25.
What do you consider sex trafficked?
Sex trafficked as far as somebody's getting paid for that one person, whether they're a child or a dog, for somebody, and then they can be doing things like that. So I felt like, so for him specifically, I thought that was my adult life. I would just say I thought I didn't get touched as a kid, but I didn't. But it's something that y'all know more than I know about. So, because if you're saying something and then somebody said I forgot something, it's something I want to remember.
Your adoptive older sister did sex traffic you. Like, in what capacity? In what way?
I would say she knew the guy. She put something in my drink, and then I was sleeping, and then she let him in. And then in one instance, I have evidence. I don't have evidence. It's just he did it again because I was in my period, and then I remember like somebody being there, and I couldn't move, and then all of a sudden it was blood in a pillow in my face by somebody else's fingerprints. So I'm just saying like that I remember, and how he's a narcissist, so he just brags about it. But as far as kid, I can't say anything from as my kid or teenage ways because I don't remember that. But I don't know if it's like.
You became Legena because you did not like being Angela, because Angela had all this fucked up shit happen to her. Angela had all of these different things. She was and is this person who you don't like, and you're not able to, like, you're trying to disconnect from that energy of who you were growing up. And
No,
like I
I
said,
didn't.
there was a lot of sexual abuse that took place, and there was a lot of
The
sexual
reason,
abuse you enacted in, whether you wanted to or not. But there was a lot of fighting, there was a lot of molestation, there was a lot of abuse, there was a lot of neglect. The woman, your mother, was very neglectful and very hateful. Okay, and I'm just going to say it that way. There was like a disassociation with you, with Angela, within yourself. And
the
then
reason,
you were not accepting of who you are. That's when you started to lie. This is not the first time you've done this. This is not the first time you've done this. You did this shit probably like at 12, between 12 and 15 years old. You would lie about who you was, and you would lie about your hair and how long your hair was and how your hair had been cut. Like, you would lie about different things, and you would steal and get things from people. Like, this was your disassociation. They would move you from house to house for whatever reason. And inside of that, like, you were still disassociated with yourself. And inside of that, like, then whatever happened, okay, with the mental break coming in 2023, whatever that is, like, that mental break happened. And so inside of that, over the last, like, 5 years of you trying to get yourself out and just be seen and be accepted and do all of these different things, this was what, catapulted you into the limelight. And so then when you were connected to Jaguar and you saw how this was bringing forth all of the attention that you wanted, you don't give a fuck if it's good attention or negative, because you're used to negative. They're not.
I changed my name from Legena because people could find you by your real name. So that's why I changed it to Legena. Because I still want to be connected to Angela. So I changed it. So Nana been teaching me when I was younger as a kid, the internet, people happy people find you. So that's why I did it to Legena.
It's a disassociation.
And go as far as the gold chains and gold ladder, it's a Yoruba practice. And as far as disassociate, like, the thing is, if you feel like I wanted attention, I could have just been so-called worried about doing anything else. It's easier to do that in this day and age.
You try.
But what you think I'm really trying to claim people that I literally believe that they're my parents.
You do not.
Even if people didn't believe me and people wouldn't, I believe that.
You do not, and you just not going to stay. Like, this is one of the things that you do. Like, you've done this before growing up. Like, you've done this before, like, disassociating yourself with who you are.
I believe I did dissociate myself as a kid. I believe in Nana was my parent. I mean, Nana and Zama as my parents. I believe that.
But they are your parents, and you know that.
It's proven Nana's not even my.
Look, my. You know, she's still lying up in here.
And I thought he was. The thing is, I had genuine love for these people, even if they did things to me. I have forgiven them. But it's something that I guess something happened to me that I don't remember. I would have just vouched for, like, yeah, I didn't have nothing happen to me, such. I would have believed that. So maybe it's a form of dissociation there. I believe that. I did wear a wig before. In school before. So you're right about that. Like, some things you are, but it's the things you talk about, oh yeah, you've been sexually assaulted, but you remember that. I don't remember none of that.
You just told me you lying. You just told me
not being sexually assaulted as a kid, no. And then you saying probably more than once and probably started way young. That's news to me.
Yeah.
Like, if it's accurate, it's news to me too. Like, because the thing is, I wouldn't, like, how would they have the time to do that? I would have best memories. Like, it's some things I still gotta figure out with my own self. Yeah. But it's the reason why I believe that they're my parents. So I gotta see it through. until if they not and it's proven, then it's
You're
proven.
seeing it through because
I
you don't
gotta
want
figure it
people
out.
to think that you're a liar. But I can guarantee
It's not
if people came forward, they would say that this is not the first time you've disassociated and done things like this, where you made up things like about yourself and about who you are, where you come from. Like, this is not the first time, and you, like I said, like, you're very manipulative, and I understand it. So, like, I'm not gonna go round and round because you know, like, they're not your fucking good.
And I genuinely believe them.
She's already
believe that
said
they
she's
are.
not her child.
I believe that I am.
You don't.
I believe that I am.
You don't, and you're dangerous.
I do. You keep saying I'm dangerous. Like, what I'm gonna do to people?
You're
I'm not into stealing.
You're a dangerous person.
Dangerous person.
Yes. You're dangerous, and I've already told Genesis.
And you're dangerous too.
And you absolutely correct.
But I wouldn't hurt people I care about. I'm not like that. And you talk about stealing from them and lying to them. I try to be genuinely, and I try to be genuine, and I try not to lie or steal.
But you're lying.
Like, I can't account for any memories that I don't remember. I don't know if it was a time in those memories that I done something that I just don't remember doing that.
You're lying right now.
I don't remember doing that. I believe some might be accurate, you're reading mine, but I believe some of them aren't. Like, I just don't remember some of the things you're saying. I really don't. And then you saying, oh, some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, they wanna say something about you, but you're saying I'm sexually assaulted as a kid, and they're gonna tell you I haven't been. And me, I just don't know if I did, but people been saying it, so I really just don't know. But I will find out. It's not for clout. It is for, I brought it to the end there because I felt like my life was in danger, and they were just gonna sweep it under the rug.
Who did you think your life was in danger from?
The people that knew my parents, and also my ex.
When you say the people you knew as your parents, you mean your biological parents that you grew up with?
No. You're not gonna believe me.
So who were you in danger from?
The elites, the society, them people.
They were gonna do what? What were they gonna do? Because they know that you're not her daughter. They know that you're not his daughter.
They know I am. They know I am, and people in the industry know.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it all.
And here she is cleaning it up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, listen, at the end of the day, the governess was like, listen, I'm not going to play with you, Legena, you know what I mean? Lagena. Bottom line is, I know the truth. You know the truth. You know what I mean? You know what's good. You know what's tea. We all know the truth. I mean, best of luck. I'm not fixing to go round and round with you. You know your truth. I know your truth. You know what I mean? And Legena really went into this reading expecting something else. She expected the governess to really like be on her side now that she was away from Jaguar and give her a better reading. But really, the governess really read her spirit and was like, nah, you're dangerous. And I told Genesis about you. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys really listened to that, but I really listened to it. And I was like, wow. You know, I was blown back. My top was blown back, but not really, because I know Legena's kind in the type of person she is. You can just tell right through. You know, she's done a lot of really foul things in life to people. You know what I mean? So the governess exposed her, and she was not giving in. She was like, I know who you are. You know who you are. I don't know why you're up on this internet trying to play. You know what I mean? So she read her rights, you know, spiritually, and really gave her reading. And I think Legena was expecting her to go a little bit easier, you know, and kind of feel bad for her and kind of go with the I don't remember scene. You know, she asked her about the sex trafficking, you know, and all that stuff. What did you tell Jaguar? You know, how'd you get out? Why'd you say that? If you don't remember, you know, there's a lot of things that Legena really couldn't answer to. You know what I mean? And that fish hat and them fish eyes did not help her out at all. You know what I mean? At all. I mean, Legena was a proven fact manipulator right here, showing signs of all of it. I mean, I don't think Legena's innocent at all. Genesis either. At the end of the day, I'm gonna play some things from Genesis too, and I don't know. I think that they really all have some, some things that they need to get over. Some things that they need to pray about. Some dark spirits they need to get through. Everybody does. We all have them, but not like this though. So watch how she ends this reading. She just shuts her up like, I'm not fixing to run around. You know who you are. I know who you are. So I don't know why you coming out here trying to do anything extra. Let's move on. Let's close this out. Thank you for subscribing to Triggered. Thank you for listening, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Hit our Cash App if you want to support the channel. All right, here we go.
I am psychic and too, and I already knew that you wasn't gonna believe me and all that stuff too. But I don't have nothing to hide. I'm very genuine. I believe that they are my parents, and I'm gonna find out until proven otherwise. But I'm still on the journey to find out. And because up till last year, I would have just said Donald's my parent, mom, and Nana's my dad. And now we went in this rabbit hole, and I found out he's not. He's 100% Ghanaian. He's from Ghana. I thought I was. I came in there a few years ago saying I am.
So you and
that's what I thought it was. And now
had a blood test done?
No, my heritage. He's from Ghana, and they say I'm not even Ghanaian, I'm Nigerian. And him being African, he talks shit about Black Americans and Nigerian people specifically. So I would have just thought I was not, and it's proven I'm not. So now, okay, now.
I'm so sorry that your life is like this.
My is what she's saying.
I'm trying to figure out who I am, and I do appreciate you because I did come to you for help. I came to her because I believe you're accurate in some regards. I don't know if it's an energy placed around me that you feel that way. Maybe in them forgotten memories, I've done something. I'm not sure. I'm not defeating because I don't believe my consciousness right now, but I don't even know what happened in the past all the way 100%.
Legena does know, you guys. Trust
maybe
and
something happened
knows.
if it was like that and I did some shit.
Listen, Legena does know. Legena's trying to play like, well, maybe I forgot some shit. Maybe I did some shit that I don't know about. Because I believe that the governess is trying to tell her that, yeah, you were sexually abused, but you also did some shit, as a child to other people, maybe possibly on the pedophilia side. That's what I'm getting. Or maybe on the not so good side, you were done like that, but maybe you also did something like that to something else. That's what I'm feeling. Those are the vibes I'm getting, but I don't want to put that out there. Again, this is all allegedly, you know what I mean? But those are the vibes that I'm getting from the governess. The governess is what she's saying is that, yes, some things were done to you, but you also done some things, as a child to other people, like that as well. So you did what you were taught, and she's saying, maybe I did some shit that I didn't know about. And I do believe that Legena does know, some of the things that she did, so I do believe she's lying, so again, I believe that Legena knows that her mother is her mother, the one that cannot walk, the one that's in that wheelchair and that is permanently disabled. That is Legena's mother, period. I mean, it don't matter what she feels about her mom, whether she hates her or not. That is her mother. It is not Aaliyah Holton. That girl in the picture is Destiny, which she did show her face. That's Destiny, which is related to Aaliyah, but that is not, again, I repeat, Legena Gold, which is Angela Wosu. She's having a little flashback. Again, she has some mental issues. So her going to JAG was not a good idea. But let's carry on.
I'm not sure. But I just remember what I know now.
She knows what's up.
I can't say what things 100% because people saying, oh, yeah, you forgot something. And here I would have thought, like, yeah, I didn't forget nothing. Nothing happened to me, such as a kid. But now 3 people saying something otherwise. No,
she didn't tell Jag all that, though.
You've been abused.
She told Jag she was not safe.
So now I got to figure that out, too. I not trying to I'm just trying to find myself. But I'm open to I'm spiritually in tune too, so I knew that you was gonna tell me exactly what you was gonna tell me. But I also still need to learn some things from outside my own perspective. And you're helping. Okay, maybe it happened 3 to 4 to 5, and these other age ranges too. So now it's something for me to figure out. Even though my Bible I said not to go to the past, but I still feel like this is needed for me to move forward in my life. I still need to know like what happened to me and what justice I have to do for that. It's not for like this. Like I know a lot of people do a lot of things for clout and all these days, but this is what I generally.
I don't know about you guys, but I think Legena is a straight cold manipulator. Like she is a straight up cold ass manipulator, and she is like really trying to be good at it, but she's not good at it. She hasn't had enough practice. I think her thinking that she could get around Jag, that would give her some practice. I'm trying to, like she started to say before Jag went to jail, if I'm lying, sue me. She started to use that line, you know what I mean? Cash at me, and if I'm lying, sue me. All that stuff to all the celebrities and people that didn't believe her. You know what I mean? I think she is starting to get to be a smooth operator, a manipulator, and it's not healthy for her. It's not a good look because she's not doing a very good job at covering her bases. You know what I mean? When people confront her, she says, I don't remember. I don't know. Those are not really good answers if you're, making some real big claims. These are big claims, being Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter. Number one, R. Kelly, seeing what he's in right now and seeing what he's on right now. And then Aaliyah and how she passed away. And now her death was so mysterious. They're still, saying that, she was sacrificed and there was a lot of things going on allegedly, again, with Aaliyah, and so her just, picking out these two specific celebrities is really her really trying to, really stir the pot, if you will, with these celebrities. You gotta be careful. And I think that her doing this is very, very, very messy. And then running to Jaguar Wright, somebody with the biggest mouth in the industry, making a mess, a mockery of things, and then turning around and saying, I don't know, I don't remember, after she gets locked up. Jag gets locked up and there's nobody else to speak for her. It's very, very messy, very dangerous. And Legena knows exactly what's going on. Legena is a smooth, cold operator. I believe that. I believe she's a manipulator. And that's just it. Listen.
I believe that they are.
Look at her playing.
And I don't want to say that they are, but I don't know why I have memories of them. I don't know why I feel emotionally towards them. I just don't know why. I still got to figure out for myself. I'm not 100% of.
She knows why you
100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure if I was about the Zama and Nana from last year when I believed that they was, and I would have been telling people telling me, are they not your parents? Da, da, da. And I'm like, nah, you lying, like da, da, da. But now I still got to find out who I am. And I do appreciate you for giving me more insight. So it probably happened when I was very, very young. And maybe they did drug me and make sure I didn't remember because I wasn't really, I'm not with it.
That's a lie.
So maybe things happened to me while I was sleeping.
That's a lie.
As a teenager too, or kids, I don't know if they did drug me. I know some people do weirdo shit like that. I do know like some instances I did fall asleep and then one around I fell asleep and certain things. It do explain why my mind knowledge only having sex with one person, and then a few months later I looked like I had a miscarriage when I wasn't sexually active prior to him. So it will make sense for that. So I'm still trying to figure out, because in our community or in the world, people do grimy shit, and I still have to figure out maybe some shit. I just don't know. And I did lie before. I ain't gonna say I never lied before, because I did, and I admit that. But for certain things that what I believe, this is what I believe, and this is just what I believe, and I have to see it through until whatever's proven. I'm just asking people for help because I feel like the spiritual world, they'd be able to.
What does she need help
get
with?
Me closer to something.
Help
like
with
as
what?
far as
Cash apps?
Explain some things that I don't have the evidence of.
So is she going to keep on coming to people that are spiritual, that are telling her the same thing, that are reading her, telling her that she knows she's doing, she's manipulating, lying, stealing from people, or is she asking people for help with cash apps? What do you ask people for help with? Are you going to spiritual readers? They're telling you the same thing. that you know the truth and stop lying. These are not your parents, and quit telling this narrative. What do you need help with?
Or it's been covered up to a point nobody be able to.
How many siblings do you have?
Huh?
How many siblings do you have?
It's the third time she asked for that.
Well, the people I was raised with, around 13. I was claiming them for a very, very long time, for a very long time, that I would have considered it. And then they did some personal things, or they said, "Oh, you're not my sister no more," certain things like that. Or Nana raised kids that wasn't his, or Zama did too, or he used to call Zama by her real name and Nana by her real name. And I'm like, why would you call your real parents by your real name? Like, that don't make no sense. And it's just certain things. I do believe I was sexually abused. You're the fourth spiritual in tune person that's basically hinting that I've been sexually abused. But I would have just thought, like, oh, this never happened to me. I don't know if I've been hypnotized and they just made me forget certain things, or if I did cook up a whole different reality for me, like literally. But I'm trying to face myself and face my life. So I still got to learn so I can heal and move from this trauma and build. If you know me, I really am camera shy, but I do pose myself just so I can teach what I know about the occult knowledge. And that's what I should supposed to do. But I just don't know. But as far as you saying,
all 13 your parents' children, or some of them adopted?
I already said the adopted ones. They are Nana Zama kids. Yeah, they are Nana Zama kids. But they're not all of them from each other. It's probably Fisher 4, and then half others by other people, other women or other men.
So Zama, how many children does she have?
She had 9 or 8. I don't know.
Right. Well,
Legena just won't stop.
I wish you the best.
She won't stop, you guys.
Thank you. And I do.
She won't stop. Like, look.
Appreciate you trying to help me. And I already knew what you felt about me before coming on here. It's not feeling like no cloud remedial about to go down. I don't know if you want me to share this or not, or I do appreciate you as far as helping me, because it does give me, you're the fourth person.
Straight
so if I didn't believe I was sexually abused as a kid, now I'm more
aware that you're a liar.
I'm more, I can confirm it more now. So you gave me different age range. I just don't remember it at all.
No, she got informed that she was more aware that she's a liar.
I was just, I don't know, but my Bible law said it was something I wanted to forget. So maybe it was something I probably take my memory or something. I don't know, because I know people can get hypnotized. So
she got more aware that she was a liar. Just got more confirmation that she's a liar.
I seen it with my own eyes, so I don't know if it was something like, okay, maybe she couldn't deal with this and then just hypnotize her. Maybe it was me that brought it up to them. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was a whole different personality I was back in the day, or something happened. I'm not sure. I just know I remember this time.
Trigger gang, she know what's up, Trigger gang, period. Like, I'm not even trying to fix and even play these games with her. Legena know what's up, period. 2-hour stream, she know what's popping. Let's go. Shit.
Because I know reality.
Out of the 8 or 9 children,
but she's still trying to ask questions. Is she trying to go?
How many of them did you grow up with?
Look again for the 4th time. Number 4.
I would say 4.
Number 4, Trigger gang.
Right, so it's 5 total, right?
Lord.
That you would have grown up
Governess.
with.
You know you right.
Yeah, well, I grew up with them the most.
It's over with.
The other ones, I started growing with them like TKO, on and off. But like late
TKO,
late
baby.
teenage type. So
Governess,
so it was
TKO, she lying now.
I just only said them
Girl.
because that's when I remember being with them the most.
Okay.
Or just my early developmental years around them. But
finish her.
They would sometimes visit a lot, or I spend a night over their house a lot.
Finish her.
They don't.
What is your older sister saying about you saying that she sex trafficked you?
Look.
What did your older sister say about you saying that she sex trafficked you? Has she responded to that?
That part.
She didn't say nothing. I just know she be acting suspicious, like people be watching her. She said, yeah, people following me and you don't notice that car, or if something happened, like if I was interested in somebody, she was like, oh, why you ask this guy to come over? Some stuff might do something to me, and she's crying about it, or she's saying that certain people in there, like I just know weird things from her that happened to her, like her friends or the people she was dealing with that I feel like was her handler. I remember just going home a different route, and then all of a sudden she texted me out the blue, like, where you at? Like she knew, like she was watching me, so I feel like watching my movement for somebody else. So it just felt iffy with her. And then another person said something happened to her, and things like as far as some like they trick. So I just know that they deal with sketchy people a lot. So I didn't take it seriously until like somebody from my one of my ex was mentioning me and saying make his songs and stuff, like we were sleeping together and I'm like, no, we didn't. And then you describing me and just talking about me, and then you saying little weird shit and then tweeting about raping people. It just, I don't know.
Right. Understood. Well.
And I just know they was abused as a kid, so I know it's a history. I just felt like majority all of them are actually the older adopted sisters down. Their cousins was, the other cousins was,
and you were too.
And then now the new one.
And you were too.
And you were too.
Yeah, but there's, and then they talking about I wasn't. They're telling me like, nothing happened to her, but other people keep saying things happened to me. I don't remember it though, but you're the fourth one that said something happened to you.
She definitely know what's popping.
But I don't know if it's like a hypnosis and they're saying, oh yeah, this didn't happen to you, such, and that's what I believe now. I don't know. Because I believe now I was. I believe.
Well, again, I show gratitude for you coming on and reaching out.
Thank you.
You better hit her with the SDW.
I already knew that she wasn't, but I believe that God put you in my path for a reason to further open life.
Hit her with the SDW. Bye. Hit her with it.
I still don't remember, even though you think I did. I just don't remember it. But I believe something happened. I didn't think it was a kid when I was a kid, though. Like, I thought it was adopt me, like late 20s, and I guess
can't run the jag.
Well, again, I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing your results.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
The rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye, Lagena. Bye, Lagena. Now, break it down now, governess. Break it down, girl. Now listen, hold on. Now listen, I know this was a very long video, and I appreciate anybody that loves Trigger sticking with me. Listen, I love you guys so much. You guys, thank you so much. This was a 2-hour stream, and thank you so much. I hope you skipped to the parts you want to hear, but listen, at 45, mark 45, and at mark 104, she was busting her up, and at the end, I want you to hear this part because this is her little overview of what the hell is really going on. Listen, I believe that the governess really broke her off and exposed her and let her really go. That's why I just kind of gave you guys that little 20, 30-minute session of me not saying anything and them just talking, because I really wanted you guys to really, really hear and listen to what the hell was going on, okay? For real. Now, listen, she is about to just give it to you real quick in like a little nutshell at the end, okay? So if you stayed with Triggered this long, thank you so much for watching. You guys know I love you. I love you guys so much. You guys are my heart, soul, my everything. You guys are my crowd. I love you so much. Please drop those comments, though. Please comment on how you feel, what you're thinking about this video, because I really think that Legena is a manipulator as well. I think her thinking she got away from Jag, she was going to get a better reading now that she's with Genesis. But, you know, pretty much the governess, and I'm going to play the next one on my next video after we talk about Raz B. We're going to play the next one talking about Genesis and telling her to be safe because Legena is dangerous. Legena is a straight cold manipulator telling her she don't remember. But when she got on the phone with Jaguar Wright, she remembered everything now, didn't she? She remembered how she was sex trafficked, what they did when she was younger, what they had been doing her, passing her from house to house. She remembered all that stuff with Jaguar Wright to get into Jaguar Wright's good graces and to get in front of that camera and to get around a celebrity now, didn't she? She remembered everything that happened to her, didn't she? But she doesn't remember now because she's not in the spotlight. You guys, we have to pay attention to this kind of stuff because everybody's right now, they're so busy lighting up Jaguar Wright because she's out and all the stuff she did and making old videos. Look at what the backdrop of it is. We need to look at Legena. We need to look at Genesis, that stuff. We need to look at all that stuff, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Look at the backdrop of everything. So watch and listen to what she says, okay? And then we're going to end this video and I'm coming back with another one. I am going to drop another one today. You know, Triggered is back in the house. You know, we got to go ahead and bust it down for you, bust it down for you, bust it down for you, baby. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys so much. You guys are such a great crowd. And I am going to, the next one I'm going to drop is going to be a live so you guys can go ahead and tap in with me. All right. I love you. Thank you for walking and talking with me. Let's finish up this video and get it over with. I love you so much. And thank you so much. Peace. Check it out. Here's her thoughts. Let's listen. Let's listen together. Come on, girl. Let it out, Win. Let it out now. Let it out, Win. You know I had to do it one good time. One good time for the boys in the back and the girls in the back. Let it out, girl. Come on. Come on. We ain't got all day. Let it out, Win. I'm giving you the whole camera. I'm on the side.
Wait, you're still alive. Okay,
She about to call a friend. Look, that's how stressful she was. It was. She about to call a friend. She about to call Life Alert.
You okay, friend?
She calling Life Alert, y'all.
For your patience, and I give gratitude
For Life
for
Alert.
giving her the opportunity to be in a space, not in regards
Governess
to
is calling Life Alert, y'all. Regina got her on Life Alert, baby.
But, giving her a space with you to express herself without feeling as though someone is chasing clout and without feeling
Legena got the governor's calling Life Alert, y'all. For real.
disrespected. You came to her from a space of, this is the truth. Hold on to what I want to. Don't if you don't. But we're not about to just ignore this. And yeah, she tried it, but your patience and your grace, I give gratitude. I give gratitude for the epitome of all that is you and how you express that. And I hope that some of the individuals in the chat that showed their ugliness tonight will utilize that as an example for how to be within these situations. Because she said everything that we would ever need to know in her behavior and her responses and the way she tried to cut you down at times to make herself feel a little bit more confident in her stance. She did all that herself. Go ahead, friend. Tell me what you feel.
Before I even did this today, it's very rare that Levian Knight comes to me, but Levian Knight came to me and said, I need you to handle this gingerly. I'm going to walk you through this. And I said, oh shit. He said, this is a very tender thing because we don't want to cause an infraction or break even further.
Absolutely.
And so I did my best, and I decided to call you while still on the live because I don't want anybody to think, because I'm not going to bash, because I said what I said. Like I said, this was a long time coming. And they were very specific with me today and said, you just tell her the truth. And you stand in your stance. And so that's where that is. So I just needed you to hear your words.
You did amazing.
Gratitude.
You did an amazing job.
Gratitude.
Like, they're like, this is my friend. Like I said, I give so much gratitude to you because I know, but it's very true what Levy and I brought to you, because what a lot of people don't understand, which is kind of surprising because many of them are probably laying right next to individuals that do the same thing or are having the same experience. When you've had high levels of trauma, there are times where you have faulty memory. There are times where you have disassociation. And if you don't have people who are holding you accountable without giving you ammunition to fight or fire back with, it is easy for you to convince yourself that the delusion that you are living is a reality. And so as repetition occurs in how she's responding, it's really her saying, and you know when people be like, are you trying to convince me or are you trying to convince yourself? These are all ways that people, from my experience, I've seen people with a lot of trauma, and I agree absolutely with you. I can only imagine what you have seen in regards to her journey. But people with a lot of trauma, these are telltale signs. I learned this in therapy as well. Because there are individuals I was around that I'd be like, oh, you don't remember. Well, I have an idea of it. But when the therapist had broken it down to me, it was so intact with what you've shown and what you've said tonight, especially how to deal with individuals that have that level of trauma. Now, I will say something since I'm on the live, and I just want a moment more, right? But the individuals that were bringing up like the colorism and the this must be Sealy's
her
daughter,
skin tone is absolutely beautiful.
Listen, but it was the comments about being Miss Sealy's daughter, Whoopi Goldberg's relative, you ugly AF. You got some work to do. Because let me tell you something that's so funny. Regina wasn't the only one who showed her truth tonight. She was not the only one. And everyone has to be held accountable in their ugly.
How could you be a Melanite and dog somebody from being a Melanite? Because her authenticity of her melanin is absolutely beautiful and it reaches deep.
Mm-hmm.
But her skin complexion is absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely. The whole African Pinocchio comment and all of those things. Gather yourselves, individuals in the chat, and sit down.
Those are horrible people that don't know their own stance inside of their own lives. They judge people from a place behind a computer screen and telephone screen and would never stand alone and say these things to someone. See, those are the kind of people that would be needed. Hey, y'all, lit. But you would not say that to someone one-on-one because you would not have that kind of backing or ammunition to do so. And so those kind of people need to stand with a group of people. Those are not individuals.
Absolutely. Friend, you did so good. Let me just tell you, I can't wait to start squealing and screaming when I get on the phone because you did such an incredible job.
Gratitude, friend.
And I love the way you brought it back around with the notes and just had her validation. I love you.
I love you too. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, good.
All right. Peace. So even before I began, for those who were not on here, I immediately said that she used to be respected. And you know what I mean? Those kind of people who say ugly shit are the same people who will never be able to stand in their own truth, and would never be able to stand one-on-one and just be that kind of nasty motherfucker to anyone. You know what I mean? They always would need backing. They need to have other people so other people can see and hear the nastiness that they are spewing. And therefore, that is kind of what's wrong with the community anyway. Therefore, that is kind of the kind of like vulture culture that's happening, and hoping that someone will see it, like it. Oh, I have 200 likes on this fucked up comment about somebody, when really in reality you hate your own reality.
Yeah,
And
true.
if you could stand in your own shit, and see what it is that you don't want nobody else to see, you would sit quietly.
Yeah, true.
And that probably should sit quietly. So whatever is happening with Miss Gold, I wish her most luck with all of it, and gratitude to everyone that came on and just to actually see and hear, understand what was happening. So I send gratitude to all of the positive vibes that were here. Much love, everyone.
So guys, I think that was a dope video. Definitely subscribe to her. It's called A Walk with the Ancestors. So shout out to her. Give her a thumbs up and definitely hit the subscribe button, you guys. I don't know. I liked it. You know what I mean? I thought it was dope. Definitely, for sure. So I don't know. I liked it, you guys. I thought she was honest with Legena, period. And, you know, whether Legena could take it or not, that was up to her. But I thought she was honest with her, and I can respect it. So I hope you guys got through the whole video. I know it's a long video, but I really wanted to do a live on this video and really talk about this video and talk about the heart behind this video, because she was really being honest with Legena. And I think Legena needs honesty right now. She's got a job out there in Texas. She's trying to get her own apartment, start over, but Legena needs to figure out Legena knows who she is. Legena just needs to stop playing about who she is and just be Angela Wusu. Okay, get your job. I know all your paperwork name is on there. Like, just be who you are and stop trying to be somebody else. I mean, live in your truth, walk in your truth, and just be Angela Wusu that lives in Dallas, Texas, that has a job, has an apartment, and that started over. Okay, you don't have to be R. Kelly's kid, Aaliyah's kid, and the old friend of Jaguar Wright, and all that other stuff, and friends with DJ. You don't have to, use all these names and stuff in order to be relevant. You know what I mean? All because you had a messed up life, you can be relevant with your name, Angela Wusu, and build your brand. And from there, just be who you are. You don't need to be the person that came out that lied about being Aaliyah and R. Kelly's kid, and now that's how you're known. Like, that's a horrible way to be known. You know what I mean? Let that woman rest in peace, and her family too, and quit playing with their top. That's what I think. Just be who you are, sweetheart. Like, that's it. Stop trying to be somebody else. You know exactly who you are, and you're sitting here playing like you don't, and you're playing with the dead too by doing that. And I think that's really, really horrible. You shouldn't do that. Let that woman rest in peace. She didn't have any kids. This woman did a reading on her 3 years ago, and she had a son that was never born. Okay, 6 months, didn't make it to out the womb. So stop playing with her top and quit playing with her family. It's hurtful. Anyway, thank you for watching another, video with Trigger and simply just V, rocking with your host. I love you guys so much. Thank you again. I am going to come back with a shorter one and another one. So I love you so much, you guys. I'm going to play you out with, the kind of new intro that we said that, I don't like too much, but we're working on it. But I love you so much, you guys. And thank you for rocking and talking with V. And I will see you on the next one. I'm out, and peace. Remember to open up the doors, be kind, be nice, be loving. And just remember, one smile can make somebody's day. I'm out. Be kind to one another. Love each other. And remember that love is definitely stronger than hate. You guys give your heart. Remember, hearts on the ground. You guys remember, we've got Melissa Trumpy still missing. We're looking for her. So please send out prayers to her and her family. And we are out, guys. Peace. I'll see you on the next one. I love you, and I'll see you. Peace.
Let's go. We trapping, no capping. We trapping, we capping, no trapping. Huh, I wanna feel the beat, no capping. We trapping all this beat, and I'm flowing all this beat.
Yeah,
Here I
baby.
go, I'm
I love you.
flowing
See you on the
each and
next
every
one.
ticket of time.
Yeah, baby.
Dropping up this beat, and I'm flowing up this fucking rhyme.
That's right.
Heat it up, I'm eating up, even though I'm heating up. My name is bigger to be, and yes, I'm gonna heat it up. No, I'm not a rapper, and I'm capping on this bigger to beat. Don't you know I'm freestyling? Yes, I'm coming here to heat, bringing all the higgity heat from heart to humanity. Yeah, I'm flinging
That's
a
right.
flowing on the bigger
Love you
beat.
guys.
What
I'm
you
out.
know about me?
Yeah,
I'm coming
baby.
hard. Don't you know
Yeah,
I'm coming
boy.
hard on this ticket of
Let's
time?
go.
What you know
That's
about this
right.
time bomb? I'm coming
Sugar
hard.
gang, I love you.
92 to
Sugar
the woman of the power.
gang.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
power to the hour of the woman. It is
That's right.
I. When I ask about how I get no replies. When I come on this beat, I'm flinging a phone and fly. I put your ass in the motherfucking sky. Here we go. Heart humanity. We do it right. Yeah, we kind of slide through. Yeah, we kind of do it right. What you know about it? We can come backwards. We can come sideways. We can come slideways. We can come slide in your shit in your wide ways. What you know about this? We can come south. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like you
Hey, baby. Peace.